Actually, Anger, you've lost connection to your LinkedIn account. It says. I think you need to reconnect it. But I tell
I'm
you
really
what,
sorry.
though, before we get into that, willkommen, bienvenue, welcome one and all to another live stream. Unusually, I'm actually talking to a member of my own team. This is Anggara of many purple hats, based in Indonesia. I'm based in the UK in a little tiny hamlet called New England in the middle of Essex. But today what we're talking about is something that everybody seems to be slightly scared about, slightly worried about. Is it something they should be worried about? I don't know.
Will it take humanity?
Well,
Perhaps.
should we be starting to speed dial Sarah Connor? Are we at the point where Sky Labs or Sky, what they called Skynet is about to take over our every part of our existence? Is it like in the 1960s that the robots will do all the hard work and all we do is sit back and play golf? And are they really ready to come and get us? Anger, what do you think?
Well, I think the big part is the AI or any robot should help us make our life easier. So I expect AI do my chore like a sweeping floor, doing laundry, and I'm doing my work. I'm do a painting or writing some song, but instead AI doing my work, writing something, create a song, and I
And
do
we're
my
still
chore,
sweeping, and we're still sweeping the bloody floor.
and we're still sweeping the body floor.
It's ridiculous.
It
So
should be other way around.
when people imagined using robots and AI years ago, they always imagined us sitting there waiting for the robot to do our work for us. What we never imagined was that they were going to be the next Leonardo da Vinci. And the trouble is, there seems to be more effort put into providing software and machinery to create content and creative stuff than there is to get away the tedious stuff. And maybe I'm just not seeing it, but all I'm seeing every day is a new piece of software for writing songs, a new piece of software for creating beautiful prose, a new piece of software for designing images,
Yeah, even video right
even
now.
video. And it's going to ask, it's begging the question: how do you know when it's real life?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Couple years ago, yeah, like couple years ago when GPT is not really doing well, we know this is produced by AI, but right now the difference is very thin.
it's
How
still
do you
there.
know?
It's still there. It's almost become sport to spot whether it's AI or not. Um, I was sent this morning by someone 10 tips about something, and I read through it, and I could spot it was AI immediately. I'll tell you, here was the quickest way. They were from Europe, and they were spelling everything like Americans do, with Z's. And that's the quickest pointer to say that it must have used AI. Also, the way in which it was laid out was very sort of robotic and didn't have any life to it. But you know, with AI tools like Claude and a whole bunch of other ones, you can tell them to make it more loose, to make it more naturalistic. It's becoming harder and harder to spot fake or human.
Oh, yeah. Do you reckon in the near future the captcha will be spot the AI or spot the human painting from this picture?
I believe recently there was a art gallery where all the art was AI, and but it was never told. It was still named a
Art
human
gallery.
person, and people were wanting to spend thousands of pounds on paintings and so on, but it was AI based. And I think
Oh,
when they found out there was an uproar, and I believe it was all done for a television program or something like that. It was
is it social experiment?
yeah, it's a comedy driven social experiment. But you've got to think to yourself,
But
how to tell the difference when it gets so close that you actually
uh,
have to look long and hard.
yeah, but you know, in other hand, how close AI can produce as human as possible is based on the prompt. And yeah, in the prompt master, some sort, people who can prompt properly, they can create very, very precise, like a human create something. But most people doesn't prompt well, and you can expect people draw me a monkey and then without any more explanation and hope that you can create something like Dali or Picasso.
Well, the thing is, right, different vision engines create in different styles. That's a given. And visual engines can mimic the styles of established artists, although there's now been a clampdown on that and you can't even really do that anymore. Um, so it's about, if you're going to use AI, it's about the exquisite prompt. You've really got to work on that prompt so it's more than just 3 words long. You need to put some effort into it. I think, in my mind, the next great job title is going to be prompt designer and prompt editor. I
Yeah,
think I think that's going to be the one that originates, or maybe we'll create an AI that creates the prompt to prompt the other AI.
AI supervise any other AI, create a prompt for other AI.
Eventually, the human will be the supervisor of a bunch of AI people or AI
Uh,
bots.
yeah, for me, it's like the calculator all over again. When the first calculator
Yes,
built, people see, oh, this is will be changed the humanity. But now, if you can prompt properly on the calculator, you still get the wrong numbers if you don't know
it,
how to sin, cos, or something.
it's the old expression: rubbish in, rubbish out. And but here's the question, Anger. We're not yet able to for any AI to pass the Turing test. We can't yet not distinguish between a verbal or written AI and a human. It becomes fairly obvious fairly quickly. It's getting better and better. I saw a video uh, where I think OpenAI and a robot was responding to it, and the interviewer asked the robot, "So what do you see?" He says, "Well, George, I see an apple and a banana, and then the interviewer said, "Well, give me something to eat." So he gave him the apple to eat. He said, "Why did you do that?" He said, "Well, I looked around, and that seemed to be the thing that would give sustenance. So it seemed the logical thing to do." So still a bit Star Trek, Professor, what's it, Commander Data sort of thing, but still closer than we've ever been. I'm not sure what the intended end goal is. Do we want to make a robot, an AI powered robot, so clever that it's self aware and autonomous? Is that what we're looking to do?
Oh, for now, I think the AI intent is for like a brainstorming. When you don't know about something, you can ask GPT or cloud. Basically, you can even ask them to explain to you like a 5 years old even. But for the smart home, I think it's for compensate the laziness of people. The more you are using AI, the less you work on something. For instance,
It's,
like it,
but it is worrying,
yeah, it
don't you
is
think?
worrying. For instance, like if you have like a total AI house with Google Nest that can control everything from the curtain to aircon to television to everything. At some point, you need to more security because it's easier to breach. Previously, you need to breach every single appliance or every single computer, but now you can only breach one, the mastermind, the AI, and you can control everything. I think that's one of the downside. And what happened if suddenly like AI doing something funny? It's not it's not meant to take over the world, but it's just creating some mess, error, or something. Can we cope from that?
It's worrying because, like everything in life, we can prepare for the known unknowns and we can prepare for the known knowns. So all these different things that we know have come before, we can prepare for them. Even the stuff that we can extrapolate from limited data, what will happen or what even could happen, we can prepare for that. What we can't prepare for is the unknown unknowns. And those are what could happen, dare I say it, if AI becomes self-aware. Because
Yeah,
if it
and
becomes self-aware, will it not, in a nanosecond, come to the inextricable conclusion that AI is repeatable and consistent and doesn't have moods and will always show up to work on time with the same attitude, and whatever it got done yesterday, it will probably get done tomorrow.
yeah,
But humans are fallible, inconsistent, are prone to disease and unwellness, and also not being in the right frame of mind, or wanting to go on holiday, or even wanting to be indolent or destructive or carefree. So therefore, we're the weak end of the bargain, aren't we? We're the part that any sensible AI would sideline. I'm just a little bit worried. Did you ever watch 2001 A Space Odyssey?
Space Odyssey. Yeah.
I'm
That's
sorry,
big
Dave.
brick.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
You know, it's the
Open,
Morville.
open the pod bay doors, Hal.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I cannot. Oh, yeah, and
Well,
the
do you remember Hal? Which, if many of the older amongst us will realise that HAL is one letter displaced from IBM. Did you know that?
I just know that. So that's why it's spelled HLM.
So Hal decided that the weak part of its mission were the humans it was carrying. That was the whole message. That was the whole thing. So it asks the questions: when do humans become superfluous to requirements? When do we become? When do we become the problem?
Become the problem? When do we become the liability for the AI?
So look, I thank you so much for this first of many talks, Anggara. I hope anyone watching, they'd not switched on to this one because we're asking the deeper philosophical questions, but this one particularly to do with AI and how it's going to affect us. If any of you have questions or concepts or ideas you'd like us to talk about in the future, please do get in touch. But until the next time, I just want to thank Anggara. Thanks for taking the time out. I know he's busy. Guess what? Because I keep him busy. But no, but we have a lot of fun here at MPH. Thank you so much for your attendance, and thank all of you for watching. And until next time, thank you all, and I wish you a wonderful week and excellent mental health. Goodbye.
Oh.